To go here. Looks like stream's all up and running. Right about 2 hours in, if I'm going to try to clip that and separate it. Cool. Okay, so this is a match that I found from dota2castit, submitted by, who's this by? Kosi6289. It says a Mega Creep comeback, and it's over 80 minutes long. And here's the Kunkka. So I have not seen this before. I don't really know anything about this. Why did you just give me that line, Death Prophet? Let's get rolling on in here. So, nope, I want last hits. Free camera, yes. We need to get that camera function in. That's not the right symbol. Okay, sweet. Alright, so on the Radiant, we've got Sarto playing Anti-Mage, safe lane. Crystal Maiden, played by Cloudy, also safe lane, probably position 5 support. Axe, played by Local Cat. I don't know what those are, mustaches, some kind of weird symbol. Anyway, he's going to be their offlaner. Skywrath Mage is going to be the position 4 offlaner. And then we've got Zeus Mid, played by somebody with some... I don't even know if that's Chinese or Japanese. Sorry. Oh, and Fart in Elevator is the name of our Skywrath Mage. On the Dire side, we've got Goat. I believe this is the guy who submitted the clip. He's playing the Kunkka offlane. Vengeful Spirit, played by Spam This Pong. Safe lane support, looks like. Juggernaut, played by Miles. Safe lane hard carry. Offlane support, Ogre Magi, played by Funkin' Zite. And then we've got mid, Tinker, Pima GD. So, doesn't look like there's any action shaping up just yet around the runes. Probably gonna go, yeah, 2 each way. Alright. So, let's think about this lineup for a minute. They've got Zeus and Skywrath on the Radiant team, as well as CM with their Ultra Throw. So somebody on Dire is better bloody well be building a pipe. My guesses are Kunkka or Ogre, but seeing as Ogre's a support and Kunkka's going to have the money, hopefully it's him. He's got the Gauntlets of Strength, so he's either going to rush a quick Bracer, or he might go ahead and go for that Soul Ring. But I sort of imagine since he's a core, he's going to be maxing Tidebringer first, and he's not going to be too worried about having a ton of mana. But we'll see what happens. Mid-ward down for each person. Tinker's got that first. That makes the most sense against the Zeus to try to stop him from right-clicking, but Arc Lightning is going to mean the laser is pretty much useless, except for last hitting. So, we're just going to see if I can make sure I don't miss first blood. Yeah, it sucks to lean against Skywrath Mage. He's got so much magic damage harass. Juggernaut's probably going to have to ferry out some more regen before this is over. Although, if he's real smart, he'll just buy a stick. Ogre's got the Ignite first, that's pretty good. Man, Anti-Mage, if he pops that counterspell, or skills it, actually, so they've rescaled this since the way I remember it working. First point is definitely the value point, but it's not a lot of extra magic resistance all that fast for him, so it'll be interesting to see if that actually helps him out very much against the Ignite. Although really, he's just going to have to juke like crazy to dodge these Tidebringer hits. Check the top lane again. Finch has a ward, so Radiant's got this interesting ward way over here by the pull camp. I believe it is in fact blocking the pull. So we'll see if Dire tries to go for the pull. Maybe they have noticed by now already that the creeps haven't even spawned. Ogre's trying to dive this AM. Oh, poor dude. And then we've got Kunkka versus CM, so she pulled. Kunkka's trying to contest the pool. But AM's on fire. But he's got plenty of tangos. And the Ogre's not really getting hit by the tower. God, that base HP regen. He's got plus 1.2 from the main go, but that was 6.9, so 5.7. That's a lot. Juggernaut's still doing surprisingly well on the region available. Looks like Tinker's going to beat Zeus to a DD mid. So, but Zeus doesn't actually, neither of them have a bottle yet. Vengeful Spirit taking a lot of damage from that Battle Hunger. Axe went ahead and pulled a couple of his friendly creeps over here to this Centaur camp. 2.5 minutes, still a first blood. Interesting to see what happens. I'm also a little concerned. This game's like 90 minutes long, and I know that ahead of time, so I realize what I signed up for, but I want to be a little careful. Wow, Tinker! Is he going to go down? No, not quite. He actually turns around with the double damage rune and the laser and almost kills the Zeus in return. Zeus was just a little bit shy on the mana to be able to throw that Arc Lightning. So, a good attempt on each other's lives there. I would say... Actually, I'm not sure who I would say got the better of that. Pretty damn even. Zeus is probably a little worse for the wear, especially because he doesn't have any mana left to work with. But no first blood yet. Anti-Mage farming up. So Kunkka 15-2, Axe 13-4. So the offlaners are actually dominating so far in terms of the CS. And I miss the Zeus die. Oh, there's a spin out from the Juggernaut onto the Skywrath Mage. But he's not going to follow up. Juggernaut's still in level 2. I missed the first blood. Let's see what happened there. Laser, heat-seeking missile, just 375 damage. And Zeus does not exactly... Well, actually, he does have a pretty big health pool. Those 2 nulls. But still, just got nuked down by the Tinker. Tinker didn't even come super close to dying. So Tinker's got his bottle for sure now. And probably his brown boots. Yep. Alright. Nicely played by Tinker. This Andy is having a hell of a time down here. He's 6th on the CS list with only 9 last hits. He's getting stomped by the Kunkka. So, good job, Goat. But he gets the range creep deny. A little bit of compensation. Whatever. 11 gold for that deny there. Axe has gone for the seldom seen 1-1-1 skill build here. Although, except for one Battle Hunger earlier, I don't think I've really seen him casting of it. But he's definitely putting the hurt on this Juggernaut and his ability to farm. Skywrath, tossing some spam. Hasn't finished a null yet, but the courier's on the way to him. So we'll see what it's got for him. Zeus rotating down bot to pick up that illusion rune, but he doesn't have a bottle yet. So Tinker, actually, except for the kill, Zeus is definitely stomping mid. 7 denies. Kunkka is diving under the tower, taking a lot of damage from AM and CM. One more hit! Blink forward. Oh, salve, but it's not going to save him. So waste of a salve. And CM is probably going to die. Yep. So CM will go down in return. So 1-for-1 trade in the bot lane. Core for support. Interesting, he threw a torrent. So I guess he was trying to dive the AM and actually get that kill. But it does not pay out for him. What is Skywrath doing? He has decided to take the mid creep wave away from his mid laner and try to collect the bounty rune. An interesting choice. Oh, Jug, that hurts, man. If you can't get last hits, wow, I have not seen an Axe bully a Juggernaut this badly. It should kind of be going the other way. A stun from the Venge into a spin from the Jug should just about kill the Axe, and they don't even have to hit him. But instead, he's just beating the shit out of the Jug with the level... Actually, still level 1 Battle Hunger. If you got level 2 Battle Hunger, it would be even more rude. How's that scale again? 16? Okay, so the first point's the value point as far as damage dealt. Check back on their mid lane here. Zeus level 5, Tinker level 5 as well. Tinker has a tiny XP advantage. He's going for that soul ring. Zeus just wants another mango. That's interesting. Item choices so far. AM's got his ring of health, so he's not too scared of the Kunkka. Double bracers. That's fairly standard, really. Gives you a little magic resistance and a little more tank. Axe is hoping for a spin. He finally gets one. Just not paying out for him all that well. Both these mid wards have expired, so they were placed just before the 1 minute mark, it looks like. Or no, I lied. Observer wards last 6 minutes, not 7. Oh, they're trying to go on the Venge, maybe? No, never mind. Battle Hunger's on cooldown anyway. Relatively uneventful game so far. 6.5 minutes, we've only had 3 kills. That first blood mid and then the little 1-for-1 trade bottom. But a little more skirmish coming out now. Kunkka X's himself, but the torrent does land on the AM. CM chucks another Crystal Nova. She's trying to max the Arcane Aura, which is also pretty standard. Anyway, no death out of that. Oh! The Zeus ult on top of the Skywrath damage very nearly kills the Juggernaut. Axe wants to die for it, but he gets stunned up under the tower. We'll see if he can make anything from this or not. Battle Hunger's out on the Venge. He's running her down. He's got boots. Oh, she's got boots too. Another stun out from the Axe. And it looks like the Juggernaut has TP'd back to the tier 2 tower, but Axe is going to pop his healing salve. It will get popped by the Wave of Terror. Juggernaut, you don't... Oh, he does have boots. Oh, there's the spin, but it's a little bit on the late side. He goes back in to try to kill the Axe, but he's probably going to get called up here. Wow, Tinker's TP's in and manages to secure the kill. Nice timing from PMA GD. Jug is going to go ahead and limp on back to base. March of the Machines is out. Skywrath Range is retreating, and he is faster than these boys. And Tinker is way too early for him to have a Blink Dagger. So, nice kill. They turn it around on the Axe, who's diving way back in between the first and second tier towers. Interesting to me, the Juggernaut, I mean, that was, on the one hand, it was kind of like an awesome bait. On the other hand, he might have just sort of screwed up, because he didn't get the Blade Fury after the Arcane Bolt had already hit him. Which kind of feels bad, man. Oh, we'll miss a kill on the CM. Goat's going to walk her down, but Zeus rotates to the bot lane, and we'll secure the kill back on the Kunkka. So, 1-for-1. An X, a return to Torrent, a couple lightning bolts, and some Arc Line. Yeah, that's a lot of magic damage. I mean, he's got 10% extra magic resist and a whopping 240 extra HP. Is that right? Strength gains, I think it gives you 20 HP per. So 12, yeah, it's 240. So, a little surprising, but I mean, it is a Zeus after all. Tinker's got a nice bottled haste rune, and Zeus is just staying the hell out of the way of the march. He's got an arcane, though. He goes ahead and pops that. So if they can try to make a move on someone somewhere on the map here, have a nice shorter cooldown on Thunder God's Wrath. Was that 30%? Yeah. So that brings it from 90 to 63. What an awkward number. 63-second cooldown. AM, be careful there, buddy. Kunkka has nothing he can cleave off of right now, so... He's got the full perseverance. That's reasonably good timing towards the Battle Fury for Mr. Sarto down here. And his last hits have crawled up significantly. Not fantastic. So actually now, the Tinker, after having gone for a couple of little ganks, has ended up significantly lower on the last hits than our Zeus friend. Go ahead and switch that over to net worth, probably around the 10-minute mark. At the moment, 17 denies on our axe. 17. That's disgusting. And he's almost got a blink dagger at 9.5 minutes into the game. That's impressive. So Zeus is actually leading the net worth at this point. They've given the Ogre the mid lane, but he's 4 levels behind the Zeus. So you might not want to get too close there, buddy. I think one more lightning bolt and an ulti, and Ogre's going to die. Yep. Called it. Easy peasy. It doesn't scout out anything particularly interesting going on, except, yeah, Vengeance isn't trying to stack. We've got the 10-minute bounty runes coming up in about 10 seconds. So we'll see what happens after that. Oh! Alright, so Juggernaut goes into the Skywrath Mage. He tosses a concussive shot out, but it doesn't do anything since Juggernaut had already popped the Blade Fury. And he'll just scare him away.
This'll come in handy.
So, fair enough.
Ooh, bounty.
Looks like 2 for each, Radiant and Dire. So I believe the way bounty runes go is it's a 50 gold baseline. Or no, it's 30. Is it 30? At the start of the game for each player on the team? And then it goes up by 10 every 5 minutes thereafter. So it would be 40 the first time, 50 at 5 minutes, 60 at 10 minutes.
Missing bottom.
And then 70, 80, etc. from then on out. Ooh, they look like they want to dive on this Juggernaut. Weight of Terror, trying to scare the axe away, but he's got that Blink Dagger. So they need to keep hitting him. Dire will fortify. Not sure what the deal with that is. Juggernaut thing, it looks like he wants to go for the Omni side. Oh, Blink Call, nice. Lands on both. Juggernaut's bow, pops the Omni, but I don't know if it's going to save him. Kunkka's here to help. There's another Blade Fury out. He gets pulled back into the Torrent with the X mark, and he will go down. Skywrath wants to go for the Juggernaut. He has not skilled the Healing Ward yet, actually. Boat will fly through, catch the Skywrath Mage. He's not going to make it out of here. And Tinker has shown up as well, so nearly gives the kill over to Tinker with his rockets. But ultimately a 2 for 0. So 800 gold. Oh, Zeus is here. Kills the Juggernaut with the ulti. Nice play. Tossing some more. Gets another X out. Throwing the Torrent. So X Torrent combo actually will not quite land onto Mr. Zeus. Kunkka getting a little low there. Zeus is going to be in range for a lightning bolt. Oh, it's close. Oh, he does it. Nice. Nice play there. Using the 325 enemy hero AoE range to actually make sure the lightning bolt lands. But he'll still walk away. He does waste another salve, so that's 2 salves so far by Kunkka that were canceled. That one managed to get probably closer to half or 2/3 of its heal off before it was wasted. And Axe wants to catch this Tinker in the jungle, and Tinker is getting low. He's got his POTs, he's got the Soul Ring, he's queued up the Blink Dagger. He was farming down there at about 350 HP, so if Axe blinks in and calls him, he probably doesn't need a single spin. Just a couple auto attacks, and he can just go ahead and Culling Blade the boy. Oh, that is a low HP Juggernaut. And that is a dead Juggernaut. Call. Little nuke damage from Zeus. And the Culling Blade. Oof. Actually, more damage from the Axe than the Zeus. It doesn't show the number of counter helixes that went off. I think it was 2. They're going for a full combo onto the Axe. X Torrent. Did he TP? Oh, he blinked. He tried to blink out of it, but he still got caught in the boat. He pops the Q to give him the armor. And they will not be able to get the kill. Venge has skilled the Nether Swap, but it's level 1, so it's only 700 cast range. Tinker, however, is here, chucking out the rockets. First one's going to hit Axe, but he will not go down from it. Axe is going to have his Blink Dagger up in a moment. Kunkka thinking about chucking the Torrent. It will land. No, it won't hit the CM, actually. So they're going to go ahead and pop the shrine. And Axe wants to reinitiate here. I think Venge and Kunkka, you guys need to run. Get the hell out. Venge is 2 little mana. Oh, Axe blinks forward. A little bit out of range of the call. Crystal Nova from CM. He tries to get the call off again, but it gets hit. Zeus ult. Actually, it looks like Axe will get the kill there, even though Zeus ulti did the vast majority of the damage. And this skirmish is not quite over. So we got Tinker and Zeus, which it's funny because they're a little bit like the same hero in this game. They're both just chucking things out at the member of the enemy team from relatively far back. Ooh, another lightning bolt. It's the Tinker. Zeus has his full Aetherlens, actually, so that's pretty impressive. Meanwhile, AM has just been kind of doing his thing. He's got his Battle Fury, and he's working on the P-Treads. I'm assuming after that he's going to go for the Manta style. That's generally the standard build on the safe lane anti-mage. So yeah, the only casualty there, the Vengeful Spirit. Wow. Pretty good. 250 gold swing. We got a 1k net worth advantage in favor of the Radiant, which is next to nothing at this point in the game. Our Magi under the cover of an Invis rune. Axe walking in. He thinks he might know where the Tinker is, but he's going to get hit with the rocket he's going to get hit with. Oh, AM blinks in just too late to stop the Tinker TPing out. If he had had a little bit quicker fingers on the mana button, he would have got him there. Axe is going to go and chop down the Ogre, but that's a level 7 Ogre. Killed by, actually level 9, 10. So, Ogre's managed to catch up in his levels. He was level 4 back when Zeus was level 8. And he's still pretty, well, he's 5 levels behind the Zeus now instead of 4, which is actually more than he was earlier. So Zeus is extending his XP advantage. 15 seconds till bounty runes. Kunkka's kind of... Oh, okay. I was wondering why he backpacked his bracers, but he's going to go tag the shrine. Juggernaut looks like he wants to go for that Battle Fury. Does he actually have it? No, he's finishing his phase boots instead. Okay. And Axe is going to challenge him for the rune, and Juggernaut's going to get the hell out. So, looks like 3 go in the way of Radiant, 1 go in the way of Dire. 70 gold each. So 210 gold each for Radiant and 70 gold each for Dire. Bloodlust on Kunkka. See, that's not great synergy, because like he doesn't really care about right-clicking much unless he has Tidebringer available. Actually, he doesn't... Yeah, Juggernaut's really the only person on his team who benefits a lot from the Bloodlust. Tinker's getting close to that Blink Dagger. He's just spamming the march, and Radiant are grouped up here behind the tower, ready to try to go back in. There's an X-Torrent boat combo out onto the Zeus. It will land. Concussive shot out from the Skywrath Mage. CM ulti on over the top. They do lose the Zeus, but they get the Kunkka. Skywrath try to keep his... Oh, he doesn't have Blink. Never mind. So that was a nice combo from the Kunkka. Zeus didn't really have anything he could do to get out of that. It was a good Skywrath Mage ulti Mystic Flare onto the Kunkka as well, but it was obviously not enough to save the Zeus. So, about 500 gold in favor of the Dire in that trade, and a little over 1200 XP in favor as well. This Tinker is going to be a problem. He's got his Blink Dagger now. He's level 13. I believe that leaves him the highest level hero in the game. Okay, no, he and Zeus are still tied, but he does have a little bit of an XP advantage against the Zeus. Axe. TP in mid to defend that wave. Yeah, not a single tower has been taken. 16 and a half minutes into this game. That's also surprising. Axe tries to blink for a call. That's not the real Ogre. That's not what you want. They will go ahead and get that ward. Kunkka will deny the top tower. There's the real Ogre. But maybe they're skittish now because of the 2 that went real? I don't know. Torrent combo onto the creeps. Tidebringer will not quite hit the Skywrath Mage. Juggernaut, yeah, so he is going for the Battle Fury, but he has grabbed the Phase Boots early instead. So he's well behind the AM in his farm, 7,200 to the 4,800. And AM's got the P-Treads, and it looks like he'll be working next on that Manta, probably. Got the Yasha first. Oh! Sucks to suck, Sarto. He could have timed that differently and it would have gone better for him. He would have got that last hit. Okay, they want to go on the Kunkka. Oh, that was a quick blink out from the Tinker there. Lasers out, rockets are out. Kunkka, not quite. Oh no, he does go down to the Battle Hunger actually after the nukes from the Skywrath. So nice kill from the Radiant, and Tinker barely gets away with his life there. That blink out from that call was a split-second timing. Meanwhile, AM's trying to split push the bot tower. Tinker, I think he cast rocket, but I didn't see a rocket leave. I blinked disjoints it anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered, but I didn't even see it actually go off. I just heard the noise. Unless perhaps he actually managed to cancel cast it. I don't know whether it makes the noise. Ogre's got another invis rune. That's kind of funny. Generally, Ogre Magi is not the kind of, invisible ganking hero. So it looks like Radiant have smoked up. They're invading the Dire jungle. They're looking for a kill here. We've got a full Kunkka combo out onto the Axe over here. Blinks away, will actually dodge the boat, but still gets caught by the Torrent. And now Kunkka in trouble. Rooted up, taunted up, but Tinker's here doing a lot of damage to the Axe. Tries to dunk the Kunkka, doesn't quite succeed. CM will die as well. They do finally finish off the Kunkka. Was there an Omni Slash? No, that was just a spin off onto the left side to catch the CM, and then they managed to kill. No, the CM went down to the. I guess she got killed by the tower, but they get the Zeus on the left side. So Kunkka dies, but 1600 gold swing in favor of the Radiant, or in favor of the Dire, excuse me, and a 2600 XP change in favor of the Dire. Let's go ahead and look at this. So there was a big advantage for the Radiant, but it's swinging back the other way. Win percentage hovering 70% towards the Radiant still. That surprises me with less than a 1k net worth lead. But maybe it's just because the AM's been able to do whatever he damn well pleases. Yeah, he's got a full Yasha now. 19.5 minutes on top of P-Treads and the Battle Fury. So, I don't know. If AM can beat Tinker, then he'll win this game. If the Tinker is able to do Tinker things, it doesn't look great for Radiant. Zeus finished a Veil and wants BOTs. Okay, no, I buy that. That's pretty good. You can go for the Ags or you can go for the BOTs first. The BOTs are significantly cheaper. The Ags offers you the ability to split push from anywhere, but the BOTs allow you to actually get direct XP from the mobs you're cleaning up. Looks like Kunkka's throwing another combo onto the Axe. Axe manages to blink out this time. Completely mistimes the Torrent. And Axe will walk away. So Kunkka is sad. Juggernaut. Get close to that Demon Edge. Needs one more creep. Anti-Mage dies to a stack of. Okay, so my guess is that he got rooted up by the ancient Prowler Shaman guy here. And yeah, he died to an ancient stack. So that kind of feels bad, man. Tinker comfortably ahead in the net worth now, about 1400 ahead of the Anti-Mage at this point. Just kind of doing what he wants. Level 16, working on a Dagon. So he wants to try to push and finish this game early. The AM does not have the Manta style yet to remove the blind. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to fight this Tinker. Axe gets caught up by a Torrent laser. Here comes a rocket as well. But he's just going to wander away. So Radiant, oh no, he's going to head back in, make sure he gets this wave cleaned up. Farming safely in the tower. Nice play so far by Mr. Local Cat. A couple blinks out of the Torrent combos have been nice. He's got ahead and bought a Maelstrom. I'm not entirely sure I agree with that, especially since there are no illusions that need to be cleared on the Dire side. But, to each their own. And CM's going to try to help AM with his ancient farming here. He will not die to that ancient stack a second time. So he's maintaining about, actually no, he's only about 1300 gold behind the Tinker at this point. If there's any other interesting item choices. So the Ogre is going for a pipe. Okay, so I called it. The Ogre's going to go for the pipe. I earlier thought it was going to be the Kunkka, but the Kunkka's actually just rushing a straight BKB. He wants to be able to man fight up against the Zeus and the Sareth Mage without having to worry. Blink Call from the Axe catches the Kunkka, but Tinker's in the trees. I think this might be bad news for Axe. Except, again, he mistimes his X mark and Ghost Ship, and Axe will just walk away. He is getting nailed by those rockets from the Tinker, though. They catch the Zeus on the left side. There's an Omni Slash out. He is down, and they're going to die for the CM as well. Spins out from the Jug. Tinker is still chucking some stuff. Skywrath Mage is hiding in here. Axel blinking, gets a nice call on the Kunkka. Skywrath Mage, great ulti down onto the Ogre Magi. Agent Mage is here, ulti out on the Kunkka, but it won't kill him. There's an ult out from the Zeus who just bought back. Anti-Mage blinks away. They're almost going to kill the Tinker here, and it looks like they will. Wow. Alright, so that buyback from Zeus doing work. He manages to clean up those two last kills. Finally, a fight going in favor of the Radiant. 900 gold change, about 2500 XP in their favor as well. even though Zeus had to buy back. So, all things considered, nicely played. It looked like a great initiation from Dire. I'm not sure how Tinker got stuck in the trees right here, like all up under the tower. Like, this is an interesting place to have found a Tinker out. But he's dead, and he doesn't have his Dagon yet. He has actually went ahead and got an Aether Lens instead of just rushing the naked Dagon. Meanwhile, Zeus and Ogre trading some lightning. So, my next thought is, then somebody on Radiant... Okay, there it is. Axe is going for a hood, and hopefully he'll go ahead and turn that into a pipe. They really also need a way to be able to tank through a little bit of the march, and to absolutely be able to tank through the heat-seeking missiles. Because the missile spam is like the major advantage Dire have, in that they can just kind of lay out damage without having to put themselves in much harm's way. They just have to maintain some vision. They don't have a Slardar or a Bounty Hunter, so no track, no corrosive haze, but still, overall, their ability to just output constant damage is on par with the Zeus, frankly. Both teams, lots of nuke gems. AM has actually gone ahead and overtaken the Tinker as far as farm is considered. So let's see. Yeah, wow, after that last fight, a big spike headed back in the way of the Radiant. Win percentage is only about 4% higher than it was earlier. But that XP shift, look at that sucker. He went from like 800 to like, 5,500 maybe. Spot, Axe. So AM's got full Manta. He's going to go for the Basher next. Juggernaut wants his own Manta. So Juggernaut is playing anti-mage this game. The only difference so far is the phase boots versus P-treads. He's going for a Manta after a Battle Fury. They are basically building the same series of items. Kunkka's gone ahead and finished the drums, actually, so he hasn't gone for that naked BKP. There's bounty runes out. Radiant are not responding. There's 3 of them sitting up here, kind of maybe looking for this axe. 2 already picked up by Kunkka. He chucks the torrent, but Skywrath will snag the rune anyway. So it looks like 2 going each way again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Trying to find other things to talk about. So one of the things particularly interesting to me about casting this, there's a lot of downtime during the game, and without a co-caster to like play off of, sort of. Wow, Zeus classy, stealing that last hit from AM with a lightning bolt. It's interesting to try to decide what aspects of the game to try to analyze. Yeah, AM's lead ahead of the Tinker is continuing to extend slowly but surely. Although Zeus had a big advantage on the Tinker, and now he's just been thoroughly surpassed. He did finish those BOTs, and he does want to go for Ags next. And he's even queued up an Ethereal Blade to follow that up with. I can't say I have any problem with any of that item build. There you go. Let those creeps spawn. This AM is pretty good with his efficiency of the cleave hits. I've seen a lot of AM players who really just like don't have a good intuition or not a good intuition. They're not good at calculating how to get the most out of the fact that they have a Battle Fury. Like, they'll hit the same creep 5 times till it dies and then move on to the next one instead of cleaving around to make sure that the whole group can go down at once. Like, see, that was the optimal way to kill a group of creeps. He hit the big creep until it was dead, and then one hit killed the other 2. But there are some camps, like the tomato, potato, the Ursas, or whatever the hell they're called. I can find a group of those big boys. None of them are alive on the map right now. Yeah, there isn't one. Anyway, whatever those things are called, the Ursas. I feel like they're called Ursas, but I'm not sure. Hellbear Smasher and the Hellbears, whatever. Is there one? Nope. Hey, these guys. Hellbear and Hellbear Smasher. Yeah. So these guys, you can't hit the same guy constantly and have them go down optimally. You have to switch up which one you're cleaving off of to kill them in the most efficient way possible. And yeah, still about a 1k net worth lead. This is a tight game. Yeah, look how much that has just plateaued. This has actually gotten slightly back in favor of the Dire. Maybe it's because the Ogre manages to keep bloodlusting. Well, not right now. The Juggernaut. And Juggernaut's finishes Yasha. Ooh, another Torrent X combo out onto the Axe, but he'll walk away. And did Zeus zap the creep that Tinker was trying to TP on? Yeah, Tinker's going to change his mind and go ahead and start throwing some marches up its top tier 1 tower. Radiant have still yet to lose a single tower. 28 minutes into the game.
Radiant's
So
top
that
tower
makes
is
you
under
think, like,
attack.
if I were to judge this game from the, screen that advertises matches to watch, I would definitely think Dire were winning. Or Dire were losing. I would think AM, Jesus Christ. I would think Radiant were comfortably in the lead because of the fact that they're up 3 towers. But, well, and the win percentage agrees with me. It says 3-1 odds in favor of the Radiant. But this Tinker makes me think others. Ooh, you're low on mana. Blinks away from AM. AM wanted to farm that camp, but he's got a basher. So if he gets that bash off on the Tinker, that's going to be bad news. Slightly suboptimal cleaving there, but pretty good still. He's got the Morbid Mask. Is he going for the Vlads? What year is it? Isn't that like a 2012 Anti-Mage build? Is Battle Fury Manta into Vlads? It looks like they've got vision of the Venge here. CM will go ahead and toss herself in. There's a 4-staff back. Stun out on the CM, and she just gets nuked down by the Dagon laser combo from Tinker. Ouch. Axe blinks in, calls, misses. There's an X-Torrent boat combo out onto the backlines. Axe will blink back in the boat. Gets swapped by the Venge. AM's here to that fight, though. He wants the Kunkka. He is going to go ahead and blink the hell back out. His illusions will chase Kunkka around a little bit more, but they will not get anything. So Radiant go for an aggressive play there. Lose about 1,000 gold and 2,800 XP. 2k gold lead to the Dire now.
Radiant's bottom
Did I?
tower
Yeah, I
is
opened this
under
already.
attack.
So a couple spells thrown by Zeus. Oh no, I missed another kill. Tinker will just go ahead and solo kill the Skywrath Mage. Laser, Dagon.
Radiant's bottom tower is
879
under
damage.
attack.
So let's just go ahead and calculate that real quick. 320 pure
Dire's
plus
touch
700
fortified.
mitigated by magic resistance. Skywrath's magic resistance 39%, so what did I say, 700? 39%, so that's it was about 400. So that's about right. He took 700. He took 800 and some damage. Maybe he got hit by a couple marks of machines, and maybe he got hit by that. Axe blinks from the T's, catches the Kunkka mid. Zeus is following up. Kunkka's getting real low. There's a Zeus ult out. 4-staff back. It looks like Zeus is going to be able to finish him off. They do almost get the Dire Courier, but Tinker's here spamming those rockets now. So Zeus and Axe, you guys should leave.
Radiant structures are
CM, that's a dangerously close position to be in there. You need a Glimmer punning, not a BKB. I mean, BKB is good. It stops. They don't have any BKB piercing stuns. Juggernaut will go ahead and take that bot tier 2 tower. So a little skirmish mid. Kunkka barely gets away by the skin of his teeth. He's going to go ahead and finish the Crystallis. So again, he's postponing that BKB. He actually has the Daedalus recipe. So it looks like he wants to go ahead and finish that crit cleave. Sky, he's got a rod. He's got his own cloak. Axe has finished the Hood of Defiance, but has not gone in yet for the pipe. So AM finishes a Vanguard, and the Daedalus is actually ready on Kunkka. He's surprisingly farmed, I feel like. 5th on the net worth charts, just ahead of the Axe. Yeah, Maelstrom Axe. I mean, it's interesting. We'll see how it works out for him. CM still looking at the BKB. Zeus has nearly got his Axe. Needs about 300 gold. AM is working on the Abyssal Blade, so yeah, that's definitely the right play. Get that Abyssal Blade. He might want an MKB or he might want a BKB after that, because if he can still go ahead and blink in and get the stun out on the Tinker, but if he gets lasered once and doesn't have Manta to get it off, he's not going to kill that Tinker. His illusions might kill that Tinker, but he's not going to kill that Tinker. Venge also going for a BKB. She's got a casual cloak. She's really strange, but I guess the Ogre has the pipe already. So the only thing that the rest of his team should be doing is probably just building hoods. Yeah, CM and Axe, they want to catch this Tinker pushing out to farm. But he's playing fairly carefully so far. We're up to 3k net worth lead in favor of the Dire at this point. And there's no Diffusal Blade out on the Jug, so he's not too annoying when he sends those Manta illusions out. He's actually got the Blink Dagger now as well. So that's pretty good to be able to get out after you Omni, or to get in on top of somebody if you just like really need to hit them. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and take a seat. There's another hour of this game, so I'm going to pull my chair up here. Yeah, Juggernaut's looking at this Axe. Oh, that timing. Axe blinks out exceptionally quickly. Tinker's throwing down some marches. Did they get vision of him there? I think Tinker knows where he is. Yep. Oh, there. Oh, they see each other momentarily in the trees there. Oh, he gets the call. There's a Nimbus out from the Zeus who's finished his Axe. Kunkka throws the boat, but wow. The ult from Zeus is actually going to go ahead and kill off the Tinker. Axe is not making it out there. That Nimbus is doing work. Wow, Rod of Atos plus the Skywrath Mage ulti just deletes the Kunkka. CM ults out as well. There's an Omni Slash in the middle. Skywrath Mage taking most of it. Gets slaughtered by it. Jug is going to go ahead and get low and bounce away. AM blinks and gets his ulti off, kills the Jug. And they're going to kill the Ogre as well. So triple kill for the Anti-Mage. Ultimately a team wipe for Dire. 3,900, 4k net worth blade change. About 8k XP in favor of the Radiant. That was a pretty damn good fight. The Axe there just happening to step right next to where the Tinker was standing. And he gets the call off. And Zeus, quick fingers with the Axe Scepter, drops the Nimbus on his head so Tinker can't blink out. No matter how much help he has from the boat, from the Kunkka, he just gets annihilated. And once Tinker's dead, Dire do not have enough sustain to continue to fight. I mean, they do manage to kill two. The Juggernaut manages to get his ult off. It almost takes up the CM, and it does kill the Skywrath Mage. I'm not sure what actually killed off the Axe. But everybody goes in there. Venge doesn't get a single swap off to save anyone. And they lose 5. And now AM is going to go ahead and take a tier 3 tower. So, very well played by the Radiant side. Was a 3k net worth lead for the Dire, is now a 2k net worth lead for the Radiant. Yeah, look at this graph. 2k is a 4k, back to 0. This one, XP is significantly in favor of the Radiant right now. Win percentage, 83%. I should have checked it when it was down here back in like the 60s. But Radiant give it a big fight. Any interesting items picked up here. CM still just buying all her support stuff. She's finally gotten the GPM talent, though, so she's going to be able to get that BKB eventually this game. Skywrath finishes a Glimmer Cape. I like that item choice. That's a good defensive save. AM is going in for the Butterfly, and he's bought the Talisman first, which I'm a little questionable. I find that a little bit questionable. He went for the Blink cooldown, but not the Blink cast range. Also, a little bit questionable. Zeus has finished the Ghost Scepter, which I suppose is good versus the Juggernaut. Nope, I heard a Dagon. CM, you don't want to be there, honey. You're going to get that Obsword and you're going to pay with your life. Multicast stun, laser from Tinker. Nimbus is out, but Tinker just walks out of the way. So yeah, they lose CM and they get an Obsword and a Sentry. 500 gold swing. 600 gold swing, roughly. Axe has decided to go for a Crimson Guard. He did go ahead and finish up that pipe. What did I not check? I checked his items. Okay. Nobody on Dire has gotten anything new in a little while. Venge is getting close to her BKB. Tinker is lasering and Dagoning down creeps. Oh, there's a boat out. Blink forward by AM. Goes ahead and pops his Abyssal Stun onto the Ogre Magi. Ogre is going to go ahead and stun himself on AM Spell Shield, which is a questionable play. Oh, there's a barely in time Omni Slash out to save the Juggernaut. He goes ahead and bursts down the Skywrath Mage and then blinks away so he doesn't die to the Zeus. They will kill the Axe on the right side of the fight after AM goes ahead and retreats. Just a lot of Dagon damage there. Sounded like more than one Dagon what was going off there. Omni Slash from Jug was nice. He was about to die. Good fight from Dire. 2k gold swing, 4k XP. So this game, so far, kind of a what? CM, you need a Glamour Cape, CM! Gets solo killed by Tinker. I mean, it's kind of bound to happen. But also, oh my god, I missed another one. Zeus kills the Juggernaut. Okay, so that's a pretty big kill. Show me the other fight recap, please. Ooh, Tinker is trying to play with Zeus here. Yeah, there's the Jug kill. 2 Arc Lightnings, a Nimbus, a Veil. Oh, the AM. Okay, so the AM managed to nuke him down 1,800 damage. So the Zeus gets the last hit, but the vast majority of that work was done by the Anti-Mage. We got a DC from Skywrath. We'll go ahead and skip ahead here till that unpause comes through, but he's still DC'd, so they're probably going to pause again immediately. Oh no, he reconnects. Alright. Yeah, Dire going ahead. Where is my camera going? Camera! And pushing down mid towards this 2-2 tower. They will go ahead and back off and toss a smoke. So I don't know, looks like Ogre and Jug, or Ogre and Kunkka are really thinking about wanting to Roshan, but I don't know how they're going to do that without the Juggernaut. He's by far their greatest output of sustained physical damage. Even though Jug can nuke like crazy, or Conquer can nuke like crazy with the Daedalus. He will go ahead and buy the Mithril Hammer, not quite committing to the full BKB yet. He only needs about 150 more gold. Now he's got enough. So we'll see if he finishes that off in a second. Mr. Conquer, you gonna buy your BKB? He still hasn't. He's got it all queued up. Okay, he purchases it finally. I thought he was gonna X-play himself home, but he doesn't need mana or anything. There's Tinker coming along here. Dagon's all leveled up. He's going for Ags next. I think that's a respectable choice. The extra laser, or the extra rockets are pretty strong, especially against the couple squishy members of the Radiant team, including the Zeus, actually. He goes in, Dagon laser onto the Axe, but it's not going to hurt that badly.
Haste.
Axe still working on that Crimson. Zeus has enough money for the E-Blade if he wants it. AM has finished the Butterfly and is now going in for a Satanic. So a little extra beef and some lifesteal. Pretty solid. Took the 25% counterspell magic resistance, so instead of 45%, it now gives 70% resistance to magic damage. It's going to make him hard to be killed by anybody but the Juggernaut, and I think unless Juggernaut has like a Butterfly and a Mjolnir and an Abyssal Blade, I don't know how he's going to be able to keep the Anti-Mage still long enough to kill him off during one, unless his team just continues to hurl stuns on top of him. So they do scout with a Torrent that the Roche is going down. He's actually already down to 20% HP. And the fight's looking up to happen here. I hear Tinker Dagoning things again. It's always so startling. Yeah, he's just going to spam March of the Machines in there. Another Torrent. We'll scout it again. Now see that no one's actually really hitting the Roshan right now. Pretty good vision from both teams around the pit area here. AM decides not to blink back in and finish it off, and Dire will go in themselves. Nimbus is down. Nice call by Axe. CM goes in with a BKB freezing field, letting it go. There's a dunk down on the Ogre. He buys back immediately. Kunkka's getting real low as well. He will drop as well. There's an Omni Slash is out, but the Juggernaut doesn't kill anyone and gets completely wrecked as well. The buyback from the Ogre is fine, but AM's chasing for more. He does not see the Venge on the low ground, so it looks like that should be a comfortable Roshan secured for Radiant. 2,600, 2,700 gold swing, 5,400 XP change. So never mind, they're not going to finish Roche. They're just going to go ahead and take this mid 2-2 tower. That was an excellent call from the Axe there. And a lot of damage coming out from the CM and the Zeus, of course. But yeah, CM, she managed to finish a BKB. She gets off a great freezing field on top of the Axe call. And even with the BKB use from Kunkka, it just isn't enough. So yeah, never mind. They're not going to bother with the Roshan. They're pretty sure Jug does not have buyback, which he does. He does, actually, but he's not used it yet. Partially, he doesn't have his ulti. There, go in. There's a blink onto the Tinker. Oh, Tinker gets caught out again. Man, that feels bad, man. I was praising this Tinker earlier in the game, but now he's dead without buyback. They're just giving up at least one barracks. Probably more. What are they going to do? I hear a BKB popped. That's by the Vengeful Spirit. I don't know if that was a misclick or what. Ogre Magi rooted up. Mystic Flare silenced. It hurts. Axe's Blink Dagger's on cooldown. AM, in the meantime, with a little help from the CM, plinking away. They're going to finish the second lane of Rax. And the 2-2 bottom tower is also down. I don't think... Do they know that Tinker doesn't have buyback? He's 1,400 gold shy. Ogre, Fire Blasting creeps. He's finished a 4-staff. So that's actually really nice to have an extra 4-staff on the team. Juggernaut, I don't know what he's trying to try to build next. He managed to hang on to his buyback there, which I think was a wise choice. 3,800 gold. Maybe... I kind of honestly feel like he wants a Scotty, but then that's a bigger mana pool to get mana voided on, which isn't great. But they've already got the Tinker to mana void. If they want somebody who has finished his Axe, he's actually going for the Axe recipe so that he can still be only 6 slotted. AM, just a few hundred gold shy of that full Satanic. CM gets her own Glimmer Cape. Finally. Thank you, CM. I really appreciate it. Axe Crimson's finished. Zeus goes ahead and gets the Ethereal Blade, and he has a bottled regen rune, so maybe he can get some good use out of that. It's not as good as it does on the Storm, but still pretty good. Sky, I don't think he had the Aether Lens before. Maybe he was still working on it. Not sure what he's trying to build next. Yeah, so AM is not setting buyback. He will go ahead and go all in for that Satanic. I mean, they don't have much good lockdown on the side of the Dire. The only real concern for AM is if he just gets lasered up and can't get it off with Manta Style. And now that Tinker has the Ags, then he's pretty impervious to death by Anti-Mage. And Anti-Mage can't lifesteal if he's blinded by the laser. So Dire are definitely still in this, but now that they're down 2 racks, 12k gold lead, that's that kind of hurts, you know? Axe is going to try to finish up his Mjolnir here, looks like. And Vince just has Obswords in her quick buy. BKB is all ready, but I don't know, like... I guess she got that just so she'll survive if she gets, like, really nuked by the Zeus? I don't know. It might catch the Jug farming here. AM blinks forward. He's under a Dire Sentry Ward, but there's no Dire Obs. Wow, they just barely miss each other there. Juggernaut will go ahead and buy a Butterfly, but he does not have buyback anymore. Is it X out? Oh no, it's Kunkka keeping himself safe. So see if Kunkka, who's got a heart queued up, maybe he'll go for the Blink Dagger play and like an extra Daedalus as well. But for the time being, man, I honestly feel like his biggest contribution to fights is still just the boat. He's taking the 20 string, so he's just trying to be a frontliney beefcake. Which I can definitely respect. Like, that's what the Dire team needs. The Ogre is not going to be enough of that. They just need somebody to be able to soak more spells. Axe is in. Blink call onto the Juggernaut. Nimbus over the top. Wow, the Jug almost goes down, but not quite. Zeus ults out. AM and Skywrath are going to go ahead and blow up the Ogre Mage on the left side. Kunkka and AM are figuring it out. Kunkka goes ahead and pops his BKB. Vengeful Spirit is all on the retreat now. Kunkka's in. He gets called by the Axe again. There's an X out onto the... Okay, that was a nice Omni Slash. Takes out 2. And it looks like Radiant will go ahead and back off a little bit off of that. Oh no, never mind. Dire chasing in, so Kunkka's going after. There's a wave of Terror thrown up the high ground towards the CM. Kunkka really wants the Zeus. He throws a Torrent. He misses, but the X is already down. Blink forward by the Juggernaut. Goes ahead and spins up. Zeus doesn't want to try to Ethereal Blade out of this. Tinker will go ahead and dig on the hell out of the poor CM. Zeus. Oh! Oh, that was nasty. He E-blades himself to try to TP home and then just takes a Dagon to the face. Wow, Tinker did 4,800 damage that fight. Jug did 4,700. Actually, Zeus did more. All told, though, 4 for 2, and Dire completely hold. They take a whopping 213 damage on their Tier 3 tower. They just will have to defend the Mega or the Super Creeps pushing in the other 2 lanes, but nice hold from Dire there. Juggernaut goes ahead for the extra 1 second Omni Slash duration. He just carved up both supports that fight. The Skywrath and the CM, they both have Glimmer Capes, and one of them has a BKB. Skywrath's going for an Axe. Neither of them has bothered to get an Ethereal Blade. I guess they're afraid of the Tinker Dagon, which they probably should be. Or not an Ethereal Blade, just the Ghost Scepter, right? They're not going to be able to afford an Ethereal Blade. I mean, maybe. Maybe the Skywrath will eventually get there, because it's pretty good for making people down with his ulti. Right? AM with a DD rune, he pops his Satanic and tries to man-fight the Jug, who just spins and runs away. So, nice disengage by miles. That was a good choice. I'm trying to see if there's anything else interesting that I've missed here. CM's still not quite level 20, so she hasn't picked a talent. Axe went for the attacking procs counter helix. That explains the Mjolnir build. So he's got a fair amount of damage he can deal, and a lot of it's pure. Zeus level 25 went for the arc lightning damage. That's also fairly standard. I hope he's gonna go for like an Octarine core next. Tinker went for the bash of the mini stun on the heat-seeking missiles. Ogre 19, 350 health. We'll see if he goes with the 40 strength with the Bloodless attack speed. I honestly don't know which is better this game. Bloodless attack speed is so good on Juggernaut because of the way it scales extra with his Omni Slash. He's going ahead for the Demon Edge. He wants an MKB, which makes sense now because AM's got his own Butterfly. Venge. Still poor. Still not doing anything super interesting. Kunkka's actually gone ahead and finished his heart, and he wants an Assault Cuirass next. And he's gone for the 60% Tidebringer Cleave. So instead of extra lockdown, he wants the likelihood to be able to just one-shot somebody. Which could go either way this game. I think it's not a bad choice. I don't think either of these is a bad choice this game. I think Radiant have a whopping total of 1 BKB so far, and it's on the CM. So the Ghost Ship fleet might be really fucking good. But considering that she's the only one with it, and we don't necessarily know if the others are going to get them, they may yet. Especially since they're still playing against Tinker. I think it's also perfectly fair to go for the 225% cleave damage with the Daedalus and the heart. Like, he hits really hard. 1158. If he hits a nice low armor target, once he gets this AC, he could cleave for presumably maybe somebody's entire health pool or close to it. Was that a global concussive shot? It is. Okay, that's what I thought. That looked like a really long range one to me. 15% cooldown reduction at level 20 from the Zeus instead of the plus 0.5 second light bulb being slot. It's an interesting one. It's kind of debatable. I personally, when I play Zeus, I like the lightning bolt mini stun just because it has such good synergy with the Nimbus. In that if you can get somebody stuck in the Nimbus and lightning bolt them, or you have some other like a, it's probably not super likely that you're going to have an Invoker on the same team as a Zeus. But if, for instance, you're able to trap somebody, maybe a Clockwork with the battery assault, right? Something that helps with quick little stuns that help prevent them from getting out of the Nimbus. The extra duration, it means you're going to get more lightning bolts off on them. But the overall cooldown reduction is also really good. It's only 15%, but it does stack really nicely with an Octarine core if he goes for it. He's instead decided to go for the Kaya, and he's going for Yasha Kaya, which I can also perfectly respect. The magic spell amplification from the Kaya is also really hard to pass up as a Zeus. And he could also still go back in for an Octarine core later to replace his Veil or his Bottle. There's an X play. I hear it. Nope, never mind. It's Kunkka.
Not so safe harbor.
I thought they were X on the axe again. X on the axe. Axe, X, X, X. Not X-lax. X on axe. AM is really flipping wrench. I'm not sure why he hasn't bought BOTs yet. CM is getting an Eon disc, but she's bought the recipe before the remainder of the items. Actually, she only needs a tiny bit of gold before she can finish it. It looks like, I think. Doesn't it take a Perseverance? And I'm actually really confused. This is an item I almost never build myself, so I'm honestly not sure what component she's missing. She's gonna go ahead and Glimmer Cape and walk in close and drop an Obsword on the high ground. Jug Scout is finished MKB, but he doesn't have enough money for buyback. Still on cooldown. Let's go ahead and look at net worth again real quick. Yeah, Anti-Mage comfortably ahead. 10k ahead of Tinker, who's in second place. Wow. 35k. So basically, the AM's lead is the Radiant team's lead. But we're going to stick on buyback status so we can keep track of stuff as we go for these remaining fights. Kunkka's getting close to having enough money for the Sakura's. Go ahead and cleave down an illusion and some creeps. I think it's always funny how that sound like continues to play up in pitch the longer it goes on. And you get to hear it be so much more interesting. Ooh, AM kind of hurts. It's a good thing Xmut goes off by itself if it's after 8 seconds, because if he gets bashed up... Oh, Blink Call by the Axe. Excellent. But the Juggernaut gets the Omni Slash off, and he's going to turn around and kill the Axe. CM is walking in with a BKB active. Looks like she's going to go ahead and let it go. There's a double Skywrath ulti out. Buyback from the Tinker, who actually went down to the AM. He chucks a Mana Void up into the fountain, which does all of nothing, really. And no one is hitting buildings. Kunkka gets rooted up. AM's beaten into him. Gets a bash. Some more Tinker lasers, or rockets coming out, excuse me. Venge goes ahead and swaps in the Zeus. Blinked down by the Juggernaut. Nuke down Tinker. They will kill off the Zeus. And it's definitely time for Radiant to get the hell out. So, 3 kills, 2 for 1, and 1 buyback on Dire. But it looks like they're not done chasing yet, or maybe they are. CM looks like she's going to get away. Juggernaut. Oh, maybe not. Her Glimmer Cape's on cooldown. There was another swap back. Stun out Ogre. She's got the Glimmer Cape, but they've got a Sentry Ward. So, oof. 1,353 damage from the Juggernaut. So that was a nice play by the Jug. He gets that Omni Slash off as soon as the Call Taunt actually ends on him from the Axe jumping in on his ass. And immediately just blows up the Axe. And then the Venge with the follow-up play to be able to swap back to Zeus. Zeus melts instantly. So only a 2k net worth swing over the total of that. XP is back to almost even. Net worth is still comfortably 9k in favor of the Radiant. Radiant win percentage is actually higher than it was a lot of times earlier in the game, sitting at 83%. So we'll see if Dire or Spirit Breaker, if they have the 17% on their side. Anti-Mage is going to go ahead and Abyssal Mantle that Ogre. Ogre doesn't have a big enough mana pool to die to that shit. He's got 40 strength. Axe blinks in, BKB's calls, and they're going to lose the Ogre. For sure. So a BKB charge from the Axe for an support Ogre Magi. Magi, whatever. I'd like to see how much damage the Mana Void alone did. damage per point of missing mana is 1.1, but Ogre only has 1300 mana, and he was pretty much out when AM popped that, but that means a maximum of about 1500 damage? Not even, it's like 1400 and change, and that's before his, oh wait, 40% plus 53, there should be another 10% from the aura, so it's like a 65% magic resistance. So instead of 1400 damage, it does about 600.
Thou seest me not.
I think it's a little bit amusing that Man Void deals magical damage, even though he's, you know, anti-mage. Nimbus is out. Concussive shot onto Roche. AM's in the pit. Doesn't look like Dire are going to try to contest this without a... Stop. Camera. It doesn't look like Dire want to try to contest this without their Ogre alive. He could buy back, but they don't have a shrine to TP in on. So, they'll just hang out in base. Free rush to Radiant. Aegis for AM. Cheese on X. Might want to toss that over to Zeus, but it kind of depends on exactly how the initiation goes. He does have it backpacked right now, so... AM is going to go ahead and swap out his Satanic for the Aegis. He's still just slapping the shit out of creep. So, one buyback unavailable right now, and that's the Tinker, because he used it 3.5 minutes ago. AM now even a greater lead over the Tinker, but the Juggernaut has caught up a little bit. Second on net worth, about 28k now. Kunkka, oh, that would have been a nice call, but X still would have pulled him out of there. He just would have been running at them with the taunt active. So... fight's not quite going to break out yet. If there's any other talents that are particularly interesting. Wow, Ogre's stunning himself up. There's rockets out. Ghost ship. But Axe and AM are landing at the tower. Ooh, AM is going to go down once. There's an Omni Slash out on the Axe. He pops the cheese. There's a big ulti thrown up by the CM. Her AM disc is procced. It's still going. It's still going. Wow. AM turns around, manages to kill off the Kunkka. He'll buy it back immediately. They do eventually kill the CM. They have not killed the tower. AM goes ahead and kills... Who did AM just kill? The Venge. I guess she tried to swap? Not really sure what happened there. Tinker will go ahead and TP away. AM will have finally finished this tier 3 tower. There's an X play. Blink in by the Juggernaut. He's silenced up, trapped under the Nimbus. AM's going to blink away to the safety to the right. And Juggernaut is not quite going to die to the nukes coming out of the Skywrath Mage. Anti-Mage is going to blink away. They did not have time to get the X out on him. Kunkka's going to get rooted up. Nice swap save from the Vengeful Spirit. Axe blinks in, calls the Ogre. Ogre's going to go down. No, yes, okay. They do get the Axe in return. Ogre's going to buy back as well. Juggernaut's spinning, but Anti-Mage bashes him up. Anti-Mage is stunned up. Anti-Mage is down. Wow. That was a lot of nice plays during that fight. Radiant do manage to take the tier 3 tower. And it looks like the other 3 of them are going to get away. So, kill and then a buyback from the Ogre. I believe there was a kill and a buyback on the Kunkka as well earlier in the fight. AM, CM, and Axe all died. This is not showing us nearly everything that happened there. The Tinker's rocket spam doing a fair amount of work. He's gone ahead and queued up an Ethereal Blade as well. He went ahead and got the Ag's Blessing. Yeah, wow. Great swap play from the Venge to save the Kunkka from dying back. Tinker just throwing out a lot of damage. Axe with another really nice call, though. CM, the Etherlands. What? What was he doing there? Oh, that's a throw. Juggernaut, what the hell, man? Why were you in there? That was not a smart move. Wow, Zeus. E-Blade, Nimbus, Lightning Bolt, Thunder God's Wrath. 3,800 damage. Jug, that's not the way to play, buddy. The Sky Axe is nice too. He's going for his own Yashikaya. Yeah, with the rod. I wish so. It'd be interesting if the rod worked the way that the Axe on Sky affected the rod the same way that Ogre's multicast affects his like Midas or Sheepstick or Yules or anything. You just cast it on another random nearby target. Tinker's finishes E-Blade. He's nuking down creeps. Kunkka's finished his AC. He's still got the drums. He's gone for BOTs. He finally got rid of those phase boots. Axe level 25. 100 Berserker Skull Elite. Yeah, that's pretty hard to argue that the other talent is any better than this one at this point in the game. That lockdown he provides so that that Skywrath and Anti-Mage can just lay into people. Like, Zeus doesn't really need to hold still, but Sky and AM both like it when people stand still for them and just kind of take it in the teeth. CM went for the 60 freezing field damage, so I dig that, especially since she's gone for the BKB freezing field combo. There's no way to pierce her BKB to stun her until somebody, if anyone ever, gets a an Abyssal Blade. Or Basher, even. The Jug didn't even have a Basher. He went for the MKB. I don't know what he gets rid of if he wants the Basher. Probably the Battle Fury. But the Battle Fury is so flipping good in fights. Oh man, BKBs are out from Axe and Anti-Mage. They are just laying into these buildings. Boat comes through, but it's not going to stop him. AM's got his own BKB popped. Axe. Oh! What? Okay, so they kill off the Axe. The barracks is sitting. It was like 15 HP. AM gets X back, but then Tinker lasers himself in the face. I don't know why Skywrath was up there on the high ground. That was not the play. Anyway, Dire managed to actually preserve their last barracks. And it's regenning now. Looks like they want to try to chase. Jug's got Blink up in a second. But if he goes in too aggressively, AM's just going to turn on him. He's got everything ready to go. So yeah, AM went for the backpack BKB. Which, that's fair. That's a pretty good item choice this game, honestly. Especially if he just wants to be able to hit buildings and not have any worry. Zeus will go ahead and Arc Lightning down the range creep Sinker was TPing on. More much as the machines. That one melee barracks is all that's standing between Dire and Mega Creeps.
Double damage.
Game is hard. There's a couple people still who have not hit. Oh, okay, Skywrath did hit level 25 and he will take the 600 Mystic Flare damage. He does not have enough money for buyback right now. Neither does Tinker, who finally has it off cooldown again, finally. But he's going to be able to get there pretty quick, I think. The Tinker... There are no creeps to kill there, bud. Your March of the Machinesing nothing. You might get... like one range creep kill? Yeah, he gets one range creep kill. For that entire TP move. I guess he's got to be careful and stay back, because if CM... toss a Crystal Nova in the right spot, he's in trouble. She has not gone for a Blink Dagger yet. I guess that's not as great against the rocket spam from the Tinker, but it seems like Blink Frostbite would still be really good for her. She's going to go ahead and try to buy a BKB. Or, I mean, an Aghanim Scepter. She's already had a BKB for a huge portion of this game. I wonder... I think he's going to rocket spam the axe a little bit, but he's not too scared. And he's gone ahead and queued up a heart, so I wonder what he's going to get rid of for that. Maybe the Crimson Guard? That might be the most useless item he has. I mean, Juggernaut deals a fair bit of right-click damage to be reduced, but a lot of his damage is going to come from cleaving and MKB, and I don't believe the Crimson Guard does anything against cleave. So, here we go. Whoa! The Zeus keeps popping the Nimbus on this Kunkka, but it's just not really doing much. Like, he's always X-marked, and he'll go back no matter what. He doesn't need a BKB, he doesn't, like... You could... maybe you had... Oh, Blink BKBs out from the Axe and the Anti-Mage. There's an Omni Slash on top of it. Looks like Anti-Mage will have to blink away. Fort's out. Anti-Mage is going to get the blink off. Okay, cool. There was a quick stun there on the Skywrath. That was from one of the rockets from the Tinker. Tinker's just spamming them all back. Zeus gets X'd up. He doesn't have any way out of this. He's going to go down. Gets caught in the turret. The Skywrath ultis are off the mark. There's another, oh, CM. Okay. What just stunned her? Oh, Vengeful Spirit took the Magic Missile Pierce's spell immunity talent. So she can actually prevent the CM from getting stuff off now. I missed the Skywrath Mage kill. That was caused by the Ogre. He's taking the 300 Fire Blast damage. Ogre, where's your Ags, man? You took the Fire Blast damage. Get a freaking Aghanim Scepter, dog. So, 4 for nil. 6,500, 6,600 gold change. Only 1,800 XP because Ogre was the only person on the Dire who wasn't already level 25. But another fantastic hold from Dire. They managed to hang on to this melee backs again. Graphs, yeah, XP's now pulled pretty much perfectly even. Net worth still an advantage. Oh my god, Tinker! What? Okay, well, we should have buyback from Tinker. Now we have a buyback from Zeus. AMC being home because Juggernaut and Kunkka are pushing high ground. I guess Tinker got nuked down by the AM. I didn't really see. I don't even know where he was on the map. But AM's here. Kill that healing ward. There you go. Alright, cool. X is out onto the AM. He's going to get caught in the torrent. No, he's not, actually. He walks away. Boat's going to miss. Tinker BOTs is in. Blinks back. Chucks some rockets. AM's in. Pops the Abyssal Blade. Pops the Mantis Style onto the Juggernaut. BKB out from Kunkka. There's another X on the AM. He blinks before the X goes off, but he'll still be fine. Tinker goes ahead and lasers again. I thought that should have been reflected. Juggernaut is extremely low, but Zeus does not have an ult to kill him with, and Zeus will actually go down. Tinker kills off the Zeus. So Juggernaut's going to get away. He actually TP's out to the fountain. Axe blink call onto the Kunkka. Pops the Mjolnir shield on himself. Anti-Mage is back in, getting him stunned up. Tinker's TPing back in again. So Anti-Mage is going to be missing everything. Goes ahead and pops his ulti. There's a nice short-range swap back for the Kunkka. There's another call out from the Axe. He tries to dunk the Tinker, but he's a little bit high on the HP. They manage to get away. Blinks away again. Oh, he's going to go down to the CM ult. She's letting it go. Double kill for CM. Anti-Mage is in there alone against Venge and Ogre. Venge pops her Axe, or her BKB. They manage to kill the Ogre. The Venge stun to interrupt the CM ult was perfect. Ogre and Kunkka are both buying back. Venge will barely get away with her life as she TP's out. Anti-Mage survives. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. That's, okay, after the buybacks on Radiant, that's actually about a 4k gold swing in favor of the Dire. That surprises me, but, you know, anything can happen. So again, Radiant. So Zeus is dead without buyback. Tinker's dead without buyback. They're trying to lay... Why do you keep going on the Kunkka when he's forward like that? Axe blink calls onto the Juggernaut, but Juggernaut flipping hurts, man. Boat's coming out. It's going to catch the Axe. He's all stunned up. He's dead. Anti-Mage is BKB'd. He pops his Mantis Style. He's trying to take out this barracks, but he's going to get stunned up and die. So Anti-Mage, he does have buyback available. Zeus does not. Axe does not. Tinker does not. So if Dire ever wanted to push high ground, now would be the time. 5k gold swing in their favor. They cut the Radiant's lead from it was about 14k to 4. It's now 4. It was up as high as about 18 a couple minutes ago. XP, 78% still win probability in favor of the Radiant. A little bit ridiculous at this point that this game has been so close. And I know from how long this game goes on based on the person who submitted the clip that we're going to get up to the 80-some minute mark. So it's not over yet. We got about 20 minutes left to see the excitement continue to unfold. So that just basically means that Dire are unable to push to end right now, and that Radiant are unable to push to end in the near future as well. All these buybacks that are on cooldown at the moment, they will all be off, and probably some of them will have been spent again by the time this game actually reaches its end. CM has finished her Axe Scepter, and she's gone for the extra Frostbite duration. So this is 2.5 seconds. If people are stuck in Freezing Field for 2.5 seconds, they will get Frostbitten for 4.5 seconds. So pretty much anybody on the Dire who doesn't have a BKB is in trouble. AM's going to go ahead and buy back, and it looks like that may have scared them off. Kunkka immediately turns around and runs away. He's finally got a second Daedalus. His BKB's down to 5 seconds. He's got regular BOTs. Juggernaut. Juggernaut, what are you doing with your money, man? He's already bought and eaten a Moon Shard, and he still has 11k gold on top of that. That's incredible. Let's check net worths again. 43k for AM, 39.5 for Jug. So it actually looks like Dire are, I mean, makes sense, right? They took out the Shrine, they took out, I believe, a 2-2 tower. Anyway, 2k gold lead now for the Dire. Zeus really feels like he's kind of fallen off this game, although he's finished a refresher. And I don't think Dire know about this. I didn't see it, whether or not he had it last fight. This poor Skywrath needs just like a little bit more scariness. If he had like a sheep stick, oh. But he's poor. He's only 17k net worth. I mean, he's richer than the Ogre, who for some reason in a 66-minute game still has not bothered to buy a Midas. You have 4.5k gold, dude. Buy a fucking Midas. Come on. Multicast, buddy. 50% chance for 4 times multicast on that Midas, man. You would never want for money again. Jug has decided to buy an Ags. It looks like he's probably going to eat the Ags. No, he backpacks it. Jug, buy the synth. Okay, that was an interesting timing. The Tinker is messing around in Fountain. He S-plates the Jug right as the Zeus ult comes out. Radiant take Roshan. There's a cheese on Axe. There's an Aegis on AM. And there should be a... Oh, Axe. Okay, they got the Axe blessing from Roshan for the Axe. Ags for Axe. And another pause because Skywrath is DC'd again. So we're going to go ahead and click forward through these. Oh, lovely. We get to listen to the Zeus ult sound reverberate once or twice. So AM has backpacked his Aegis and his P-Treads. He's keeping his BKB in his inventory. I think that's probably the right move here. just so that he can relatively be certain he can finish off that barracks, which they have still not successfully done. Is somebody... Nobody on Dire has a Crimson Guard, so it's surprising to me that they've been able to protect this building for so long. Venge has finished Greaves. And CM is just drawing lines on the map saying, push everything. Conka actually wants to go ahead and grab a Heaven's Halberd. Oh! Oh! Poor Conka. The X-play fails because pulls him back just before he gets the Tidebringer hit off. But it's not going to be such a problem down here. He does a little damage to the... Yeah, guys. I mean, I guess it's nice to just, like, tickle the Conka a bit, but he's got a heart, so unless you burn off all of his mana, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to even bother hitting him when he goes out with the X mark like that. AM's drawing even more lines on the map, saying, push the other 2 lanes! I mean, it's pretty clear at this point that this game is coming down to whether or not Dire can successfully continue defending this melee barracks. Although, considering the fact that they have Conka and a Juggernaut with a Battle Fury on their team, and a Tinker, they are not in any means in danger of getting wrecked by Mega Creeps by themselves. So we'll see what happens here. Continued X plays just keep coming out. What is the cooldown on X? 10 seconds. Okay, so it's 2 seconds downtime between when he can go out and smack some creeps and then yank himself back into base and safety. Oh, the concussive shot. He wants the creep wave, he'll get the creep wave. He'll also get all his mana burned by AM. But mana boots popped by the ogre. And he's fine. Was this 160? Yeah, that's right. And then Zeus, or Venge, these 200 mana. Okay. The global concussive shots are actually doing some nice work from the Skywrath. Just kind of harassing and keeping them slowed up. X Torrent play will catch on the AM. Wow, that was a big crit. There goes like 1200 HP. Turnaround from Skywrath Mage doesn't really do much to the Conka in return. But it's going to take AIM a little while to regenerate that. About 1200 damage he just took from getting crit off of a melee creep. But still, not enough to one-shot even a single person. AM, X, not in time for the Torrent. Yeah, Radiant are just... I mean, they still have the Aegis on the AM. They need to force something to happen here. I don't think Radiant are aware of this ward that's just scouting them out, standing around outside the base. Axe has BOTs in his backpack and a ghost up to his back. It's kind of funny. Axe goes in, BKB starts hitting the building. AM's in deep, he BKBs, he's dead. The Aegis is popped, CM's letting it go on the side. Axe pops the cheese, AM's back alive. Ogre Magi is getting rooted up. Juggernaut is spinning. Vengeful Spirit's getting rooted up. There's an ulti out from the Skywrath Mage. Wow. Alright, there's an Omni Slash? No, was that a returned Omni Slash? Nice call by Axe. Catches 3. He'll get 2. He'll get the 3rd. Buyback from the Juggernaut. AM and Axe going in on the racks. Buyback from the Vengeful Spirit as well. They will finish the Megas. It's time to get out, boys. It's time to leave. That was really well played overall. The Axe getting that 3-man call was pretty spectacular. Conka gets another Axe torrent put back onto the AM. Axe blinks in, calls the Conka, and dies. So, Mega Creeps are out for Radiant. 3 deaths, 2 buybacks for the side of Dire. 5k gold swing in favor of the Radiant. Death on AM, but he had the Aegis. And now Axe is dead and does not have buyback for 20 seconds. And he's actually also 486 gold shy. So, the only buyback remaining on Dire side is Tinker. So Radiant need to try to capitalize on this ASAP. I hear Tinker Dagoning creeps on the lake. Joke's gonna go ahead and pop spin to make sure he can kill off that Nimbus. Wow. I mean, it was nearly an excellent hold there, but they lost a couple heroes. I don't know what happened with that Omni Slash. It looked like it bounced off the AM's counterspell and he was dancing around in the background, on the back lines. Jug has bought the Vanguard, so he's finally going to go for his Abyssal Blade. He needs it, man. That's honestly what they've been missing is some real hard lockdown. I'm surprised the Tinker hasn't gone ahead and bought a Scythe. Yeah, he's just... What is he doing? He's queued up another Aghanim Scepter. I don't know if you can buy it for other people. I think it's only Alk that can give it to other people, but I could be wrong. Aghanim's Blessing? I don't know if I can even read about this tooltip. don't know if this can be used on an ally. If it could, then that's interesting. But I don't think it can. Oh my god, AM's battle rapier. He's gotten rid of his battle fury for the rapier, and he's got the moonshard eaten as well. He does not have buyback for 45 seconds. I think, yeah, he's going in on the jug. So, Abyssal Blade, Manta style, but the misses from the butterfly pretty much saved Jug there. He gets caught by the X Torrent. Here comes the boat. And never mind, no problem. He BKBs it off. Okay. Good play by AM. I hear CM trying to go in. BKB out from the Vengeful Spirit as well. So BKB popped on both sides. AM's going to have buyback in 15 seconds. That's probably Radiant's time to go in. Another BKB popped by the Kunkka this time. They do get the axe. His BKB is available. He'll pop it. Lotus Orb on top of him as well. CM goes in. Tries to drop her ulti. It will not go off. Big crit from Kunkka. Takes out two. Axe and Skywrath Mage are both dead. AM's in here on the back line trying to hit tier 4 towers, it looks like. But he will just blink away. Nice spell shield from the AM. Makes the Kunkka X himself. Ogre's going to stun himself. Wow, that spell shield with the freaking 3-second cooldown. Those were some really nice plays from the AM there. Also, that crit though by the Kunkka. That hurts, man. 9.5k damage. Oh, that's real painful. Oh, there's a swap. They pull in the CM. She's stunned up. She's going to go down. AM's in after back of that. Tries to go around. Turns a stun from the Venge back onto her. Gets caught by the boat. He will go ahead and Manta. He gets pulled back in. He doesn't have mana to blink out. And he drops the rapier, which no one on Dire has yet bothered to pick up. I think they should probably give that to Kunkka, right? I mean, he's already got... yeah. Okay, so 74 minutes into the game, AM turns over his rapier to the enemy Kunkka. Now, they may have mega creeps, but, I mean, if you thought that crit before that only killed 2 people was harsh, I've got bat. Okay, he's going to swap the BOTs in. He's got enough money to go ahead and finish the halberd if he wants it. He's just going to buy BO2's level 2. He's not even worried about the halberd. He's like, at this point, I'm the carry. I'm the most important hero in the game now. Forget the Juggernaut. Forget the Tinker. Nobody else matters. Tinker, please build a scythe instead of a fucking soul ring at this point in the game. Come on, man. Like, I get it. The mana, like, because of Tinker's ulti, this item is absurdly well suited to his playstyle. But at this point in the game, you don't need more damage from heat-seeking missiles. You need more lockdown. Skywrath has finished a Lotus Orb. I dig that. Anybody who's level 25 tall I didn't see yet? Ogre, you need a Midas and you need a freaking Agonyms, man. Come on. Vince's built a Vlad's. That's a good choice against Mega Creeps. She should probably also go for a Maelstrom, just so that she's able to... I don't know, who do they leave behind to defend? Do they leave Kunkka in base to just cleave down creeps, and then have him BOTs in when they start a fight? I mean, they need to push out to win. Right? You can't win this game by sitting in your base, unless you have Mega Creeps, and the enemy does not. So even if Dire are able to push out to the point that they get Mega Creeps, they still need to... Okay, that's right. Battle Hunger is an AoE. It reduces enemy damage dealt by 30%, so he really needs to get that off on the Kunkka. Oh, nice blink call. He catches the Tinker. Where's the Zeus? Zeus, come on, buddy. Axe doesn't actually need Zeus. I thought Zeus was going to chuck a Nimbus, but he didn't need to. Nice play by Axe. Well done, man. Gets a nice blink call. Gets the Culling Blade kill. 400 HP kill threshold. And Tinker... Okay, Tinker's buyback is available. 85 seconds, but... Oh, I missed the fire cap. Oops. My bad. My bad. Axe is going to TP bottom. That's a dangerous place to be, bud. There's a Juggernaut and an Ogre match right down there. Ogre's gone for a Blade Mail. That's fair. He's real beefy, and he just sort of takes a lot of splash damage, sort of inadvertently. Jug, are you going to finish that Abyssal Blade, man? Your team needs lockdown. Kunkka is bought a Reaver, so I guess he's going for a second heart? I don't... Unless he wants a Satanic. Those are the only things that builds into. I like this pick. Oh, nice blink call from the Axe. Gets in. There's a double Skywrath ulti out, but they will lose the Axe. He buys back. Tinker buys back immediately as well. AM super low. Blinks away. Kunkka's BKB's down. Gets an Axe pullback play. CM's Eon Disc is going to be popped. They burst down the Zeus. Tinker gets him with the Dagon. Ouch. I mean, more damage dealt by Kunkka overall. Zeus got a lot of damage out that fight. But he dies. He's got buyback. Level 1 BOTs, not level 2. I'm going to check those net worths again. 52k on Kunkka. 42 and change on Zug. So it looks like the net worth change swung significantly in favor of Kunkka from AM when he dropped the rapier over to him. I kind of disagree with AM's decision to buy the rapier in the first place. I mean, it's not awful. He's gotten rid of his battle fury now, finally. For an MKB, because he's tired of having to miss when he's hitting the Juggernaut, or if he gets lasered by the Tinker when he doesn't have his BKB available. Meanwhile, Radiant take Roshan. So, she's on Axe.
Ageless power is mine.
Aegis on Anti-Mage. Ags picked up by CM. I guess she's going to sell hers. And then there's a Refresher Shard on the ground, which Skywrath will pick up, although that's probably better used on the Zeus once he's up. Boat's out. Not going to hit anybody. That was indeed a fail boat, Kunkka. Nice observation. Woo! Intense flipping game, man. So, we got buyback on cooldown for Tinker and Axe. CM doesn't have enough money, Sky doesn't have enough money, Ogre doesn't have enough money. The latter two, okay, Sky has enough money. Ogre has just ever so slightly not quite enough money. But, yeah, Sky and Axe, Tinker and Axe. So, Zeus is going to be up. Radiant should try to push again. They have Aegis, they have the Ag Synth, they have the Cheese, and they have an extra, where is it? It was on Skywrath. They have an extra Refresher Shard as well. So I'm actually surprised they gave CM the Ag's Blessing. So she went ahead and sold it. And she bought a heart! Okay, I like that. And she has a Lincoln's now. So she really, just really wants to be able to get that ulti off. If she's able to let it go, Dire have a problem. 8k net worth lead in favor of the Dire at this point. And the XP has, pulled even. Everybody's leveled out, level 25. 87% still for the Radiant. Axe has an Arcane Rune, and he's building a heart. The Ghost Scepter in his backpack, the Mjolnir in his backpack. Oh, nasty crit! Just takes out Zeus instantly and nearly kills the Axe. 5k damage? Yeah, he went ahead and built the Satanic instead of the second heart. Okay, that's a good choice. Kunkka, man, I almost wish you had a Blink Dagger instead of a AC, or even instead of a BKB. Like, just X yourself, then blink forward and crit. That's what you need to do. You're not going to die if you just get wailed on with that heart available. Wow. Wow, that was a nasty crit. Yeah, they're just going to wait for Zeus to respawn. I mean, they have some time left on the Aegis. A couple minutes, so they should be able to make one more push at it with the Aegis this time. Tinker, what are you... hasn't bought anything in a year. He still needs... AM, how rich are you? Is he gonna get it? Koosh! Yeah, good positioning by the anti-mage, staying the hell out of the way. He could just die in one hit from that. It did about 2200 damage to the Axe and instant killed the Zeus, who has about 2200 HP. AM hasn't answered. He's not telling Kunkka how rich he is. I'm surprised Kunkka hasn't gone for like a secondary rapier just to keep in his fountain. In case this one goes back to the anti-mage. He's so slow, 306 move speed, man. It's gonna expire before he actually gets to hit the creeps. Yeah. Just keep doing that X-play, man. I mean, really, like, that's your... Can you just come and let us end?
Yes, X marks the spot.
I don't know, X. I'd like to see you win, man. You've been playing like a boss.
Welcome back.
But you're gonna have to earn it. Hey, my stream's been up for 3 hours 22 minutes. 322 lol. I'm surprised nobody's been going for any smokes. Like, why don't Radiant smoke and then just like try to wrap into the base like that and just surprise them, right? I mean, this barracks is down though anyway. So, oh! Okay, Axe gets a blink call off, but it doesn't do anything against the Kunkka, who just lays into him and shreds him to pieces. And now Axe is there without buybacks, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Maybe Dire can actually win this off of that. That was a nice call. Kunkka just hits too damn hard. 3k damage. I don't even think he crit. 3k damage from Axe as well, but Kunkka's tankier than you. Nice man to dodge of the Rod of Atos there. By the Juggernaut. Trying to hit the AM. Yeah, AM's got Aegis, but it's not going to last that much longer. I think a minute and 45 seconds. Is that right? I think Roche 7 minutes is when we find out how long. Or is it 8? Aegis either expires in 30 seconds or a minute and 30 seconds. Let us end, says Zeus. And he finally got the Octarine Core. He's got the refresher shard. He's going to have to swap in his real refresher. I think maybe you put the other refresher in instead of the Ether Lens, man. Because you really needed a Nimbus. 3 Nimbuses and 3 Thunder God's Wraths. Like, your other spells are going to be sort of irrelevant at that point. I'm waiting for Axe to respawn. I'm waiting for this Aegis to be reclaimed. Pretty much just Dire playing Mega Creep Defense. Team Fortress? No, Hero Siege. That's what it's called. There goes the Aegis. AM! Alright, he puts his boots back in. Really? Why not the Satanic, bud? Aegis is reclaimed. Okay, so it was like, oh, it's 5 minutes after it's picked up. So that's kind of important if it lays on the ground for a little while. It doesn't time out as quickly. So anyway, Roche can respawn in 2.5 minutes, but it's probably going to be more like 5 or 6. Axe is up in 20. Axes and Tinker's buybacks are both getting super low. Or super close to back available. CM does not have enough money for hers. But frankly, I'm not sure it's going to matter. Because unless she has a refresher orb, she just needs to toss her ulti once. She's got the Lincolns now too, so the Venge is going to have to try to swap to break her Lincolns, and then Magic Missile to pierce the spell immunity. It should say, now that it does, it's interesting the tooltip doesn't change. Now that it does pierce spell immunity. Ooh. Alright, we're going to manual camera control now. This is getting into the exciting time. Change my mind. Manual camera control is really stressful. What if I miss something? AM pings out to push top lane. 51 seconds left on those 2 buybacks. CM went ahead and spent some more money. What did she buy? A Yule's. She bought a Yule Scepter. I guess she's going to get rid of her Tranquils for that? Or maybe the Glimmer Cape. Yeah, it's putting her Tranquils away. Okay. Oh, nope. Never mind. She just wants more wards. Yeah, this Sky... Okay, so if Radiant lose this game, I'm saying it's on the back of this Skywrath. Because he should have a flippin' sheep stick by now. And... Octarine Core is an interesting choice, but the shorter cooldown on your ulti is not going to change that much, man. You just need, like... The mana pool's nice. So you get a big mana pool for it. But... How does literally no one in this entire game have a sheep stick yet? Oh no, Ogre finally has one. Okay, Ogre's the best person to have one. It should be SI. Because he's got the multicast ability. But he should also really have bought a fucking Midas by now. It's just driving me mad. Whew, 85 minutes, 11k net worth lead for the Dire. Radiant are trying to break the base. Axe, CM, and Sky do not have the money for buybacks. And then Axe, that's kind of his fault. Okay, they used, there's a BKB popped on the Kunkka. Axe and Anti-Mage are in. There's an Omni Slash out on top as well. CM's letting it go. There's a Axe is down. Kunkka's gonna drop. Kunkka gets killed. They manage to take him out. Kunkka buys back immediately. Aeon Disc is popped on CM. Ogre's trapped in the Nimbus. Tinker buys back as well. Ogre buys back as well. Wow. Alright. The Divine is on the ground. And CM is gonna go pick it up. What? Axe doesn't have buyback. He's 1,250 gold short. They should probably know that by now. Woo! 12k gold swing. No. Yeah, that's right. In favor of the Radiant, actually. Skyag's out. Nice Hex onto the AM. They get the stun follow-up. They get the torrent follow-up. Juggernaut's in. They kill the Anti-Mage. There's a swap back onto the Sky. I think it's pulled into the base. Anti-Mage is going to buy back. They kill the Sky.
No fear.
Whew, Venge is chasing. They think they know where the Zeus went. He is walking away briskly. Walk, boy. Speedy. So he got off 1 refresher. 8.5k gold swing in favor of the Dire after that. So they kill off the AM, the Sky, and the CM. And then the AM buys back. So no buyback on Kunkka, who no longer has his rapier. Where did it go? Where is the rapier? I lost the rapier. Oh, it's on the ground still. What? Alright. That surprises me. I don't know why Kunkka didn't go grab it. But he swapped in his Satanic. Did nobody notice where it was dropped? Are you serious? What level of play is this, you people? Aren't you guys like mid-legends? Like nobody... that's actually... That's fair, because earlier today I played a game where I was playing Night Stalker and I bought a gym and I died in the middle of a team fight and I dropped the gym on the ground and it didn't get picked up for like 8 minutes until I finally walked back over to the team fight. Oh, and by the way, the place it was dropped was like right there, right outside the Radiant base, which was not my base, by the way. I was dire. So several creep waves walked over the damn thing and nobody even noticed it until I went back in and picked it up. Juggernaut, spin, he's walking away, he's got the Abyssal Blade finally, he gets stunned up by the Anti-Mage. He doesn't have the mana for Omni Slash, but he's turning the Anti-Mage dead. Axe is dead. That's going to be a game. They're both dead with that buyback. Zeus says end. Wow. I guess, how'd these guys die?
Bottom tower is under attack.
2 lasers, a Dagon, an F-Blade, and some right clicks from Jug. What? What an anticlimactic ending. And Skywrath's up, but they're going to have to hold 3 people. So CM, Lotus Orb up. There's a BKB out from the Kunkka. CM's going to go ahead and pop her ulti. She's getting laid into with the right clicks. Yeah, she does almost no damage. And she's dead with that buyback. Nice ultis out from Skywrath, kinda, but there's going to be a spin from the Jug. Wow. F-Blade, Laser, Dagon combo out from Tinker. But the rest of his team are just hitting the barracks, or the Ancient. And it's all over. Well played, team. Love you all. I feel better already. GG. I mean, a long hold from Dire. Long hold. Hour 28 minutes, 22 seconds. 57k net worth Juggernaut, 55k on the Kunkka, who didn't pick the rapier back up. Goat. I mean, come on, man. Ogre never bought a Midas, but he did eventually get the Scythe, which actually got the game-winning kill on the Anti-Mage because he was able to hex him, and then they had a bunch of follow-up stuns. 881 last hits, 1,001 last hits for Kunkka, 962 for Jug, 760 for Tinker. Lots of tomes consumed by everybody. Nobody not level 25. 20k net worth lead squandered to a 12k deficit. Right at the end of the game, Kunkka's net worth just went woo! And AM's kind of plummeted, and then Juggernaut's just kept going up. I think it was a buyback and a death here, maybe? I mean, yeah, after Zeus and AM hit level 25 at about 37, 38 minutes. Wow. I don't really have words. Incredible game. Really well played. That one was kind of fun to cast, too. I feel like I did a little bit better job in general, especially with the team fights. Stunning. Thanks for the submission, man. We'll get this posted up fairly soon, so you can check it out. I'm still trying to work out the bugs with getting stuff uploaded to YouTube instead of just Twitch, but yeah, that's pretty exciting. So I need to go ahead and clip this down. I'm going to go ahead and close the stream for now. There's nobody watching except me right now anyway. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy.